In the azure expanses above, a silent war rages on between the Israeli and Hamas Air Forces, two entities with a history as deep and complex as the conflict they engage in. This ongoing aerial combat is not just a battle of machines but a clash of ideologies, strategies, and a struggle for supremacy in the skies. The Israeli Air Force, born out of the crucible of the War of Independence in the late 40s, has since transformed into one of the most formidable air forces in the world. With a fleet of advanced fighter jets, attack helicopters, and unmanned aerial vehicles, they are a force to be reckoned with. On the other side of this aerial chessboard is the Hamas Air Force. Though not as technologically advanced or as well equipped as their Israeli counterparts, they have been able to use their resources strategically, making use of unmanned aerial vehicles and even balloons laden with incendiary devices to wage their own form of aerial warfare. In this vast arena, the stakes are high and each move can tip the balance of power. A recent example of this tense battle was the targeted killing of the Hamas Air Force commander by the Israeli Air Force. This event, a significant blow to Hamas, underscores the vital role that air power plays in the larger conflict. It's not just about the aircraft, though. The men and women who pilot these machines, who make strategic decisions, who maintain and arm the fleet, they too are a part of this unseen battle in the sky. Their courage, skill, and commitment are the driving forces behind these air forces' capabilities. The skies over Israel and Gaza have been witness to countless battles, each with their own stories to tell. This is an ongoing narrative, a silent war that continues to shape the course of history in this region. It's a war fought not just with missiles and machines, but with determination, strategy, and a relentless pursuit of aerial supremacy. The birth of the Israeli Air Force, a story of humble beginnings and incredible resilience. In the tumultuous year of 1948, the Israeli Air Force, or Hail Ha'avir, was born out of necessity. The new nation of Israel, surrounded by adversaries, was in dire need of a means to defend its skies. At its inception, the Air Force was a motley collection of light aircraft, many of them civilian planes hastily converted for military use. But don't be mistaken, the spirit of the Israeli Air Force was far from humble. Fueled by the determination and resilience of a nation fighting for survival, this ragtag group of pilots and aircraft rapidly began to evolve. The need for a stronger defense and the constant threat of conflict spurred on innovation and advancement at an incredible pace. By the mid-50s, the Israeli Air Force was already showing signs of becoming a formidable force. With the acquisition of more sophisticated aircraft and the establishment of a robust training program, the Air Force was starting to take shape. As the decades passed, the Israeli Air Force continued to grow and evolve. It faced numerous challenges and conflicts, but each one only served to strengthen its resolve and spur on its development. From the Six-Day War to the Yom Kippur War, the Israeli Air Force proved its mettle time and again, becoming a key player in the region's power dynamics. Today, the Israeli Air Force is recognized as one of the world's most technologically advanced air forces. It boasts a fleet of state-of-the-art aircraft, a highly trained personnel, and a reputation for precision and effectiveness. But it's important to remember that this force was born out of humble beginnings, shaped by necessity and hardened by conflict. The Israeli Air Force, born amidst conflict, has grown into a symbol of national pride and a key player in the region's power dynamics. In response to Israeli air superiority, the Hamas Air Force emerged, becoming the silent and unseen threat in the sky. Born out of necessity, its genesis was as a direct counter to the Israeli Air Force's dominance in the region. In the beginning, the Hamas Air Force was a far cry from what we traditionally understand as an air force. With no fighter jets or helicopters at its disposal, it relied heavily on simple, unguided rockets. These rockets, though rudimentary, served as a symbolic gesture of resistance and a way to disrupt the Israeli state's sense of security. As the years rolled on, the Hamas Air Force evolved, adapting to the limitations and hardships it faced. While it remained without conventional aircraft, it began to incorporate more sophisticated weaponry into its arsenal. The shift towards the use of unmanned aerial vehicles, also known as drones, marked a significant leap forward in its capabilities. These drones, though they may not match the advanced technology of the Israeli Air Force's jets, have provided Hamas with a new means of launching attacks and conducting surveillance. Similarly, the incorporation of more advanced rocket technology has allowed for greater range and accuracy in their strikes. In addition to these material changes, the Hamas Air Force has also seen a shift in its tactics. Recognizing the power imbalance between itself and the Israeli Air Force, it has adopted a guerrilla warfare-style approach. This involves launching surprise attacks and quickly retreating, making it difficult for the Israeli forces to predict and counteract their moves. In many ways, the Hamas Air Force serves as a testament to the resilience of the Palestinian people. Despite facing a technologically superior foe, they have managed to adapt and continue their struggle. The Hamas Air Force, though not as technologically advanced as its Israeli counterpart, is a significant player in the conflict. The aircraft and the personnel, the two pillars of any air force. The Israeli Air Force is known for its diverse and technologically advanced fleet. From the fourth-generation F-16 Fighting Falcons to the fifth-generation F-35 Lightning II, these warbirds are as formidable as they come. Their capabilities range from air-to-air combat to strategic bombing, proving instrumental in maintaining Israel's aerial dominance. On the other hand, the Hamas Air Force, in its resourceful resilience, has developed an array of unmanned aerial vehicles. Though they lack the technological sophistication of their Israeli counterparts, these crafts have been used for surveillance and, in some instances, offensive operations. But, let's not forget, an aircraft is only as good as the person operating it. Israeli pilots are renowned for their rigorous training and readiness. They undergo a grueling 3-year program that hones their skills, mental fortitude, and physical endurance. It is said that only 1 out of 9 trainees completes this training, highlighting the stringent standards of the Israeli Air Force. The Hamas Air Force, while not having a conventional training system, is known for its resilience and adaptability. Their personnel, often faced with challenging circumstances, have shown an ability to innovate and adapt, using their resources to the maximum extent. In the complex world of aerial warfare, it's not just about the machines but the men and women behind the controls. Their ability to make split-second decisions, their courage under fire, and their unwavering commitment to their mission are what truly define these sky warriors. The technological prowess of these air forces is impressive, but it is the bravery and dedication of their personnel that truly make them formidable. The Israeli-Hamas conflict is not static. It evolves, and with it, so does the battle in the skies. The ceaseless transformation of this age-old conflict has been a central theme of our discussion. The Israeli Air Force, born out of necessity, has grown into a formidable force over the decades. From its humble beginnings with a hodgepodge of aircraft, it has evolved into a sophisticated flying arsenal, equipped with some of the world's most advanced fighter jets, drones, and missile defense systems. On the other hand, we have the Hamas Air Force. Born out of resistance, it has crafted its identity around resourcefulness and unpredictability. Starting with rudimentary kites and balloons, it has gradually incorporated more sophisticated equipment, including drones, into its arsenal. The capabilities of these two forces are not just about the machines they possess, but also the personnel who command them. The Israeli Air Force, with its rigorous training and high standards, has produced some of the finest pilots in the world. In contrast, the Hamas Air Force, with its guerrilla tactics and relentless perseverance, has demonstrated a resilience that is equally commendable. And then there's the recent news that has been making waves: the elimination of the Hamas Air Force commander by the Israeli Air Force. This event has once again highlighted the high stakes of this aerial chess game, reminding us of the constant shifts in power and strategy. But what does all this mean for our ever-changing skyline? It means that the skies above Israel and Gaza are more than just a canvas of blue. They are a battlefield, a stage for a silent war that continues to shape and reshape the course of the Israeli-Hamas conflict. Each sunrise brings with it a new day of tactical maneuvers, of stealthy advances and strategic retreats, of victories and losses. Each sunset marks not an end, but a brief respite, a chance to regroup and prepare for the battles yet to come. As we continue to monitor the situation, one thing remains certain: the silent war in the skies between the Israeli and Hamas air forces will continue to shape the course of this enduring conflict.